Sound check 1 2 1 1 2. बोले सुरमापति महादेव की जय। आदि शक्ति नौ दुर्गा माता की जय। बोले पवन पुत्र हनुमान की। You know we're doing Hanuman satsang for a couple nights, well, right? So I guess the Jaikar should be increasing. बोले श्री पवन पुत्र हनुमान की, सत्य सनातन धर्म की। My dear devotees and bhaktas, Shubh Swagatam, and welcome to this evening's Sandhya. As we are about to perform our wonderful worship once more again to the lotus-like feet of Hanumanji, today we offer salutations firstly to the lotus-like feet of our Reverend Gurudev, Swami Sadashivananda Saraswati Maharaj, gracing us with his presence this evening and joining with us in worship and of course in prayer, dedicated to the feet of Lord Hanumanji. At this time, my dear friends and devotees, I invite you all to please stand as we join in our opening arati. As we have already performed our Bedi Puja and oblations and offerings to the respected Devis and Devtas, at this time we join in arati. Om Sajam Chavarati Samyuktim Vahinayo Chitamaya Deepagrihan Devasya Trihlokya Timirapaham Yani Tani Chapapani Janmihritatani Cha Tani Tani Vanashyanti Parakshana Prade Prade Adati Shri Ramayana Ji Ki Kirati Kalitala Lita Siyapiki Arati Shri Ramayana Ji Ki Kirati Kalitala Lita Siyapiki. Sukasannakari Shesha Adusharara Sukasannakari Shesha Adusharara Varani Pavana Sutta Kirati Riki Arati Shira Mayana Jiki Kirati Kalitala Lita Siyapi. चारयुवेर पुराणय सरस चाहुस्रास सब ग्रंथन कोरस तन मन धन संतन के सरवस तन मन धन संतन के सरवस सारयंस सम्मत सबहीगे आरती शिरा मायन जी की कीर्ति कलित ललित सियपी की कलिमल हरनि विषय रस पीके शुभग श्रृंगार मुक्ति युग पीके हरनि रोग बाबा मोरियमी के हरनि रोग बाबा मोरियमी के तात मात सब विधि तुलसी की आरती शिरा मायन जी के कीर्ति कलित ललित सियपी की आरती शिरा मायन जी के आरती शिरा मायन जी के कीर्ति कलित ललित सियपी की आरती शिरा मायन जी के कीर्ति कलित ललित सियपी की बोलो कीर्ति कलित ललित सियपी की कीर्ति कलित ललित सियपी की ओम श्री रामाय नमो नमः। बोले सियापति रामचंद्र की। Give me have your respectful seats this evening. Once more again, Swagatam and welcome to this evening's Asandhya. Before journeying to a beautiful katha taken from the golden pages of the Shri Ram Charitramanas, at this time I'd like to invite each and every one of you joining with us here at the Mandir and live on Media Concepts 29 Facebook and YouTube channel, and also those who are joining with us via Sankhya Television. At this time, let us all sit upright as we take this opportunity to clasp our hands, to bow our heads, to close the physical eyes, and to offer salutations to the lotus-like feet of Bhagavan. Let us all pray. As we firstly offer salutations to Pratham Deva Puja, Bhagavan Sri Ganapati. Om Hari Om Hari Om Hari Om. He Ram He Ram He Ram, हमें दया करो। श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमो नमः। ओम श्री गुरु चरण कमलेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री गोविंदाय नमो नमः। वक्रतुंडा महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। गजाननं भूतगणाधिसेवितं कपितजम्बूफलसारभक्षितं उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारकं नमामि विघ्नेश्वर पादपङ्कजम्. Salutations to Bhagwan Shankar. Together. Hara Hara Jai. Om Hara Hara. Hara Hara Jai Shankara. Om Nagendrahara Yatrilochanaya Bhasmangaraya Yamaheshwaraya Nityaya Shudhaya Digambaraya Tasmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya. Everybody, Hara Hara Jai. Om Hara Hara. Hara Hara Jai Shankara. Om Ramaya Ramachandraya Virase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pati Namam Vanananam Ratasanganam Rasanam Chandasamapi Mangalanam Chakartaru Vande Vani Vinayako. They said, wherever the name of Shri Ram is chanted, wherever the Holy Ramayana is recited, Hanumanji sits very quietly listening to the glories of his Lord and Master. Salutations to the Holy Ramayana. Jehe sumirata siddhi hoy gananayaka kari varavarana ahanu anu grahaso bodhiraji shubha guna sayana. Moka hoi vacha pangu chadhaya giri paragrahana jaso hirdhaya agar brahmo sakala kalimala dayana. Kumdayemdo sammade Omara mana karunayana Jahe dina padani Karaho kripa ma danamayana Bando guru parakan ja kripa sindhu nara rupa hare mahamoha tamapu jaso bhajana ravi karani kara pavana pavana kumar kalaban pavaka jnani jnan jaso hirdaya agar basahi ram sa chapadar. My dear friends and devotees, this evening commencing Pravachana Katha, we clasp hands and bow our heads to the lotus-like feet of our Gurus. It is said that the Guru is the one to lead us out of the darkness of the Mahamaya, this world of illusion, and onto the realm and the path of God realization. This evening I remind you to remember your Guru Mantra, the teachings of your Guru. Visualize your Guru, bow to his lotus-like feet, and this evening chant your Guru Mantra. Sri Guru Charana Saro Raj Nijamana Muku Rasudar Barano Rago Barabima Layasha Jorayaka Kalachar Bonahina Tanujanike Sumiro Pawa Nakumar Balaburi Vedya Devo Mohi Arahu Kale Shavikar Siyapati Ramachandra Ki Jai Umapati Mahadev Ki Jai Vrindavan Krishna Chandra Ki Jai Odesa Jagannath Ki Jai Pavan Sutta Hanuman Ki Jai Siyavar Ramachandra Ki Jai Sharanam Sri Ram Jai Ram Bolo Shri Ram Jai Ram Syavar Ramachandra Ki. This evening, my dear friends and devotees, a beautiful katha that is requested. It's not a katha that I promised you last night though. It's a katha requested by our Srota, and of course a katha requested by a lot of our devotees who have been messaging me throughout our yajna. This evening, that beautiful battle in Alanka has been completed. Ram has become victorious. Ram is returning, about to return to Ayodhya. It is almost 14 years. And as Sri Ram enters back into the Kishkinda forest, together with Hanumanji, Sugriv, Bibhishan, all of the banners and the bears and monkeys, Sri Ram remembers the words of Bharat. Upon Sri Ram leaving to enter into the forest for 14 years, Bharat hearing these words, it created grief in his heart. And Bharat had asked Sri Ram, "Oh Bhaiya, please give me a paduka, your sandal or your sapat. And by your blessing, you're like my Guru Ram. I will place this upon the throne and I will rule Ayodhya by your blessing. I will live in a kutia at the very entrance of Ayodhya. If you, my Lord, are going to live in a kutia, I will live in one too. Until the day you return to Ayodhya. Ram, do not allow one day to pass 14 years, otherwise I will take my own life." And Sri Ram, remembering this, he doesn't want 1 minute to pass 14 years. But you know what is happening to him? Sri Ram is thinking about something. What does he think about? He's wondering, should I return to Ayodhya or should I remain in the forest? Why? Goswami Tulsidashi tells to us this evening. Jaya Ram Shri Jaya Jaya Sri Rama Jaya Jaya Ram Shri Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Sri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. Balataya Maruti Nala Nila Paraja Vai Balasiya Pita Pamahidhara Jai Ram Shri Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Sri Rama Jaya तपित माही दर कर काहिमा अयोध्यापुरी गिरी तरहु गराही बोलो जय हे राम श्री रामा जय जय रामा श्री राम जय जय राम बोलो श्री राम जय जय राम प्रभु श्री राम जय सियापति रामचंद्र की श्री राम जय राम Shri Ram is thinking, should I return to Ayodhya? 14 years has almost passed. And 14 years is a long time, isn't that so? He's thinking to himself, I wonder if the citizens will remember who I am. You know, sometimes you don't see someone for a while and you forget about him. He's thinking, what if Bharat is comfortable with ruling Ayodhya? And what if Bharat is happy with ruling Ayodhya? Then when I return, I will create hurt to my brother. Then he thinks, what if the citizens are happy with the way Bharat is ruling Ayodhya? And I cannot rule like Bharat. In today's world, how many of us think like this? How many of us think about our family members and relatives? Some situation, Jai Bhagwan. But how many people think about others in today's world? How many of us take time to think about others? Instead, how many of us think about I, mine, and my one? Imagine you didn't see a brother or sister for 14 years and they're returning to come back home to live. You know what they say in today's world? He coming to fight for house and land. Jai Bhagwan. You put a caution tape by the gate. Bharat, my dear friends, is anxiously waiting. But Hanumanji, hearing the words of Ram, he says, Prabhu, have no fear. I will go to Ayodhya and I will observe everything and return to you. And Ram says, Hanuman, certainly. As you go to Ayodhya, ensure if Bharat Sari is comfortable with ruling Ayodhya, I will leave him. Let me know. If the citizens are happy with Bharat, I will leave Bharat to rule and I will live in the forest. How many of us in today's world are willing to make sacrifices like this for the happiness of others? In fact, how many of us think about the happiness of others before making decisions? We always make decisions that will please whom? Yourself. That will bring happiness to you alone. And we do not think about the people around us. Kata is teaching us we must think about how our decision affects others, especially those around us. And so, Hanumanji bows to the feet of Shri Ram and he says, my Lord, with your blessing I will go to Ayodhya. And with your blessing, O Ram, I will return to you. Hanumanji is teaching us a very valuable lesson that I always try to mention in my kathas. When you are leaving your homes or when you are going upon a journey, what is the first thing you must do? You receive the blessing of Bhagwan. You seek the blessings of God before leaving home. Before leaving your home in the morning, whether it's to go to work or wherever, go to your altar. You don't have to take half an hour, take 1 minute. Go to your altar and bow. Bhagwan, by your blessing today, O Lord, bless me that I go to work safely and return home safely. When you are leaving your home, you don't know if you are going to return home. You don't know when you return home if it will have a home or if you will have any family members. This is reality, isn't that so? Bhagwan is teaching us before leaving our homes, go with the blessings of God. My dear friends, bowing to the feet of Shri Ram, Hanumanji sets on a journey. And while he's going on a beautiful journey, my dear friends, he sings praises to his Lord. This evening, Whilst we are on a journey likewise that is called life, throughout this journey of life, we too must grasp the opportunity to sing praises to our Lord. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare. Everybody. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Everyone together, as we sing praises to the divine Lord and Master of the universe, as we grasp the opportunity this evening as we terminate our yajna to chant the Maha Mantra. The Maha Mantra, by chanting the Maha Mantra, it leads us out of the darkness of this world of Mahamaya. This evening, my dear friends, grasp that opportunity to chant and to glorify the divine. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This evening, my dear friends and devotees, sing to the top of your voices, glorify the divine Lord. Most importantly this evening, clap and rejoice. And remember, if the person next to you is not clapping, what do you have to do? One hunch. Jai Shri Ram. Hari Bol, 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 Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Jaya Narsimha Dev, Jaya Narsimha Dev, Jaya Narsimha Dev, Jaya Narsimha. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. एक बाल बोले श्यावर रामचंद्र की. My dear friends, Hanuman ji journeying to Ayodhya Puri, reaching at the very entrance, he says, if I enter into Ayodhya as a Vana, a monkey, people might get frightened. So Hanumanji took the form of our old sadhu and remembers, what does Hanumanji chant every minute of his life? Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai. Hanumanji chanting Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Bibhisha, Bharat Sari at the very kutia, hearing someone chanting, he comes out of the kutia and he says, who are you, O sadhu? Remember, Hanumanji stands for what? Satya, which means truth. Hanumanji cannot lie despite he disguises himself as a sadhu. He grasps his hands and assumes his natural form of the Vanar. He says, O Bharat, I am Ram Bhakta Puchari. I am the greatest devotee of Shri Ram. And tears filled the eyes of Bharat. Tears started to flow. You know why? He knew that his Ram is going to come. How many of us, my dear friends and devotees, when we are going to be in service of God, we are so happy that tears flow from our eyes? How many of us, when we hear about puja, we are so happy to be part of worship to God? Instead, some of us sees worship in today's world as a burden. We should be like Hanumanji as devotees of Lord Hanuman. We should be like Bharat as devotee of Ram. Tears began to flow from his eyes. And he says, oh Hanuman, tell me something about my Ram. Where is my Ram? Tell me that he is coming soon. And even Hanumanji, tears are filled in his eyes now to see the love that Bharat has for Ram. And he says, oh Bharat, have no fear. Your Ram will be here very shortly. Begin to prepare yourself. He says, but is Ram okay? He says, yes. Your Ram is well. Your Sita is well. Your Lakshman is good. He is going to return soon. Prepare yourself. Bharat begins to prepare. Bharat begins to shout, Jai Shri Ram, and all of the citizens immediately know that Ram is going to come. Because they are anxiously awaiting this. They all begin to decorate their homes. They all begin to decorate their yards. It is the holy month of Kartik. It is the Amavasya Titi slowly approaching. What do we celebrate in the month of Kartik? In the Amavasya Titi? Anybody knows? Diwali, Jai Shri Ram. Deepavali, they begin to light rows of lights waiting. This Ram is going to come. And Hanumanji, he goes back to Ram. And why is he goes to Ram? He is so happy. Tears overflows his eyes as he's going to see the joy and happiness of these people. He can't wait to meet with all of these people. Why? Because they are all devotees of the same Lord, Shri Ram. And why is his journey? He calls to his Ram. Ram Sita Krishna Radha Viktal Ragumari Jai Jai Viktal Ragumari. Ram Sita Krishna Radha Viktal Ragumari Jai Jai Viktal Ragumari. Sita Krishna Radha Viktal Ragumari Ho Jai Jai Viktal Ragumari. Hanumanji singing praises to his Lord, he goes in search. Ram, where are you? Please come. Bharat is anxiously awaiting. These citizens are anxiously awaiting for your return, O Ram. Ram, hearing the words of Hanumanji, tears began to flow from his eyes. Immediately they begin to prepare themselves, and they are now going to leave for Ayodhya. And Hanumanji is anxiously awaiting to meet all of these devotees. He dances around Ram, Lakshman, Sita Devi. He calls Jamun, all of the Vanars, the bears, the monkeys, and they are all glorifying Shri Ram. Ram, you are soon going to be the king of Ayodhya, O Lord. You are going to be the king. How many of us in today's world, when someone is actually climbing the ladder of success and has finally reached somewhere, how many of us are happy for them? How many of us cheer them on, my dear friends? All of the Vanars, the bears, the monkeys, everyone there, they know that Ram is going to get now the throne of Ayodhya. Ram is going to be the king of Ayodhya. They are happy. They are so happy for Ram that they are singing praises. They are glorifying victory to Ram. In today's world, when we hear someone has become successful, when we see someone climbing the ladder of success, what do? Jai Shri Ram. What we should do is be like these Vanars and monkeys. We should take a lesson from them today and support each other, give victory to them, and help them to become more successful. This evening, whilst I talk about this success and helping each other to climb the ladder of success, I must say once more and offer reverence to my Reverend Guruji joining with us this evening, Swami Sadashivananda Saraswati Maharaj, who has always been there with me, supporting me from a very tender age till now, and of course continuing to support me and always encouraging me to become successful. And whilst I sit here, I remember one of the very words of Guruji whilst learning, sitting in his hammock in those days. He said, Panditji, I will teach you one thing today. I want you not to become like me, but to become greater than me. And that shows what a true leader is and a true guru. And so all of the Vanars and the bears begin to sing victory. Victory to the Lord Shri Ram. Rama Sita Krishna Radha Viktala Ragumari Jai Jai Viktala Ragumari Viktala 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 Rama Sita Krishna Radha Viktala Ragumari Ho Jai Jai Viktala Ragumari Viktala 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 Rama Sita Krishna Radha Viktala Ragumari Jai Jai Viktala Raghu Syapati Ramachandra ki Shri Ram Sita Devi, Lakshman Bhaiya, Hanumanji, Sugriv, all of the Vanars and the bears. The now king of Lanka, Bibhishan, they are now journeying to Ayodhya. And once they are journeying to Ayodhya, all of the citizens have decorated their homes, the streets, lighting diyas, anxiously are waiting for Ram to return. My dear friends, likewise, we all must learn in life that we must be supportive of each other. The citizens are anxiously awaiting for Ram to come. Bharat is anxiously awaiting for his brother to come to do what? To hand over the throne to who it rightfully belongs to. In today's world, if we know that this piece of land is for your brother and in your brother's name, we try to go by a lawyer and make a paper stating it is Jai Bhagwan. Let us learn from our Ramayana. Learn to be fair. Learn to be honest. Learn to be truthful like who? And learn to be humble like Hanumanji. As we climb the ladder of success, support each other. And likewise, sitting here and performing Katha wasn't one of my dreams. It was one of the dreams of my wife. I always said I want to be the Grand Pundit, to do all the puja in the world. But I started to read Ramayana before I met her though. But it wasn't something I really liked. Because I went to do a Ganesh Utsav and that's where she saw this Jai Shri Ram. But she's the one who actually encouraged me in, of course, continuing in this path. And so we must continue to support each other to become successful. And likewise, my dear friends, as Sri Ram enters into Ayodhya and everyone seeing him holding their tari in their hands, tears flowing from their eyes, they began to praise him. Jai Raghupati Raghava Patita Pavana. Everybody, Rama Rama Raja Patita Pavana. Bolo Rama Rama Patita Pavana. Jai Jai Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sita Ram. Rama Rama Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sita Ram. Rama Ram Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sita Ram. Jai Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sita Ram. My dear friends and devotees in life, we must always grasp the opportunity to glorify God, to sing the praises of God. Nauda Bhakti, Shri Ram states, Nauda Bhakti, Nam Smaranam, remembering the name of the Lord. Kirtanam, chanting the name of the Lord. By chanting the name of the Lord, we can attain the Lord at the end of the cycle of life. By whatever faith you may belong to, by whatever name you may call God, by whatever form you may visualize God to be, my dear friends, serve God wholeheartedly. Sing praises to God. So when that time comes to return to God, you will return to that Lord and Master of the universe. And so, the bhajan says, Ishwar Allah tere naam sabko sanmati re Bhagavan. Ishwar Allah tere naam sabko sanmati re Bhagavan. Jai Raghupati Raghava Patita Pavana. Everybody, Ram Ram Patita Pavana. Bolo Ram Ram Patita Pavana Sita Ram. Jai Jai Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sita Ram. Patita Pavana Sita Ram. Patita Pavana. Bole Shyam Ramachandra ki. All of the citizens will perform arti for Ram. Usher flowers upon the feet of Shri Ram, bowing, receiving the blessing of Ram. Ram has finally reached the kingdom. Entering into the kingdom, refreshing himself, it is time now to perform the prescribed rituals, as Ram will now become the king of Ayodhya. Kekahi Maya Sumitra, Kausalya Devi, they are all standing there with a tari, tears overflowing from their eyes. Bibhishan, the king of Lanka, Jamwant, Sugriv, the Vanars, the bears, all of the ministers, the gurus, they're all there, and now they perform the beautiful rituals. As Ram is now enthroned to Ayodhya, Sita Devi sits on his left, with Bharat, Lakshman and Shatrughan standing there. And where is Hanumanji? Anybody knows? At the feet of Sri Ram. With clasped hands, he kneels at the feet of Sri Ram. And what he is doing? Rama Rama Raja Patita Pavana. Everyone else, they are doing what now? They are glorifying Ram. Because Ram has now become the king of Ayodhya. And when someone has reached a greater part in their life, when someone has accomplished great things in their life, when someone has reached milestones in their life, what do? We celebrate and glorify. And so they are taking Kausalya Maya, Sumintra Devi, Kekahi, they are taking the rise together with the gurus and they are ushering upon Ram. And all the ministers, the bears, they are singing praises to Ram. What they are singing, we glorify with them. Raja Toreya Sanapulan Keha. They are taking the flowers and they are sprinkling it, they are ushering it. And they say, no, Raja, you are now the Raja of Ayodhya. Take seat upon this throne. For this throne belongs to you, O Rama. Raja Tore Asana Pulan Kihar. Raja Tore Asana Pulan Kihar. Pulan Kihar Saya Pulan Kihar. Pulan Kihar Saya Pulan Kihar. Rama Tore Asana Pulan Kihar. O Rama Tore Asana Pulan Kihar. My dear friends and devotees, you know, Ram just get the throne of Ayodhya, you know. And if Ram just get the throne of Ayodhya and he's sitting on that throne and Oya sit down like this, Jai Bhagwan. Oya really happy for Ram? Oya's true Trinis. Tonight, my dear friends, let us glorify and let us sing praises. Let us clap as we are glorifying in the name of Ram. And whenever Shri Ram is glorified, Hanumanji is most pleased. Rama Tore Asana Pulan Kihar. Rama Tore Asana Pulan Kihar. Pulan Kihar Saya Pulan Kihar. Pulan Kihar Saya Pulan Kihar. Rama Tore Asana Pulan Kihar. Oh Rama Tore Asana Pulan Kihar. Rama Rama Bajumana Rama. Rama Rama Bajumana Rama. Raghupati Raja Ram. Raghupati Raja Ram. Oh Raja Tore Asana Pulan Kihar. Raja Tore Asana Pulan Kihar. Raghupati Raja Rama. Raghupati Raja Rama. Patita Pavan Sitaram. Raja Tore Asana Pulan Kihar. Rama Tore Asana Pulan Kihar. Pulan Kihar Saya Pulan Kihar. Pulan Kihar Saya Pulan Kihar. Rama Tore Asana Pulan Kihar. Rama Tore Asana Pulan Kihar. Rama Tore Syapati Ramachandra ki. Syapati Ramachandra ki. Ram has now been seated upon the throne and Hanumanji at his feet. Shri Ram and Sita Devi, they decide now to give tokens, to give things in appreciation to all those who would have helped them in the battle in Lanka. They are calling one by one and they are giving them beautiful gems and jewelry. He calls the king of Lanka, Vibhishan, and he gives him. He calls Sugriv, he calls everyone. And they are now expressing gratitude. When someone helps us in life, what we must do? Anybody know? We express gratitude. In life, we must always have the attitude of gratitude. Shri Ram is teaching us that tonight. Sita Devi sees Hanuman at the feet of Shri Ram, and he doesn't care to receive anything. He just gazes upon the feet of Ram. Hanumanji played a great part in Ram becoming victorious. But Hanumanji wasn't getting angry because he didn't get the first token. If it was you or I, what would have happened? If I didn't get the first token, I'd vex because I play a big role. Jai Bhagwan. Hanumanji just gazes upon the feet of Ram and he's contented with that. But Sita Devi looks at Shri Ram. And as she looks at Shri Ram nods his head. He understands what the Devi is saying. And Sita Devi takes the Vada Vajayanti Mala and gives it to Hanumanji. She calls Hanuman. She places the Vada Vajayanti Mala upon his neck. And there Hanumanji bowing to the feet of Sita Devi and Shri Ram. Everyone is in amazement. Why? The Vada Vajayanti Mala is most precious. It is priceless. Hanumanji holds the mala, and as he inspects the pearls, he doesn't see what he's looking for. So he decides to crack it with his teeth. He looks inside of the pearl and still he doesn't see what he's looking for. What Hanuman is looking for, anybody knows? Jai Shri Ram. He takes another pearl and he looks again. He still doesn't see it. He cracks it again. And he continues. Bibhishan is looking at what Hanuman is doing. And he says, oh Hanuman, you're acting like a murk, like a fool, a mere monkey. This mala is priceless and you are destroying it. And Hanumanji says, oh Lanka ke Raja, indeed it is priceless. It worth nothing to me. And he says, how? How could you utter such words when Sita Devi gives you this mala? He says, what are you looking for? He says, for my Lord Ram and Sita. And if they are not in this pearl, then it is priceless. Bibhishan begins to laugh. He says, Hanuman, you are acting like a muruk, like a fool. And what does Bibhishan say to Hanumanji? Goswami Tulsidas, she tells to us tonight. Hari ho Ram milan kab hoy, ange sava lage rahe. Hari ho Ram milan kab hoy, ange sava lage rahe. Hari ho Ram milan kab hoy, ange sava lage rahe. Sanga balo bahu dara, Sanga balo bahu dara, Ram aur Sita marana ho, Ram aur Sita marana ke sava lage rahe. Hari ho. Bibhishan looks at Hanuman and he says, oh Hanuman, how foolish are you? You expect to see Ram in everything? And he says, yes. He says, well, you tell me something, Hanuman, is Ram within you? Hanuman doesn't utter an next word, Hanuman stays quiet. He says, tell me, Hanuman, is Ram within you? And Hanumanji begins to smile. And why is he begins to smile? Everyone is in suspense. Why Hanuman is smiling when Bibhishan is insulting him? And Hanumanji turns to Shri Ram. He looks at Shri Ram. And what takes place? We listen. Hanumata maro chitta dhika kari, Hanumata maro chitta dhika kari, Ram aur Sita hirdayo, Ram aur Sita hirday, ange sava lage rahe. Hari Ram with a beautiful smile on his face. He clasped his hands together. I know what he does. Ram has taught him so much in life that Ram has become even one of his gurus now. He has done so much from Shri Ram. We will have our Diksha Guru. And who is the Diksha Guru of Hanumanji? Bhagwan. Get up in the morning and you'll see he's rising from the east. Who it is? Surya Bhagwan. That's a Diksha Guru. Then there is Siksha Guru. There are different types of gurus. And so he sees even Ram as one of his gurus. Why? He has learned so much from Shri Ram. He clasps his hands and he looks upon the beauty of Ram and what he does. Om Sri Guru Charana Saroj Raja Nijamana Mukura Sudhar Varano Raghubhar Vimalayasha Jodhayak Palachar Bonahina Tanu Janike Sumirehu Pavana Kumar Balburi Vidya Devu Muhi Harahu Kale. He bowed to the feet of Ram with that smile on his face but tears in his eyes. He turns to everyone now and he takes his claws and he holds his chest and he begins Jai Shri Ram. He begins to pierce his chest, and as he pierces his chest, my dear friends and devotees, a light is being seen. Everyone comes closer in amazement to see what is taking place. Why there is a light in the chest of Hanumanji. Hanumanji begins to open his chest. And while he is opening his chest, my dear friends and devotees, everyone looks inside. Bibhishan goes in front, and as he looks into the chest of Hanumanji, whom does he see? He sees Sri Ram and Sita Maya. Tears began to flow from the eyes of Sri Ram to see the love of his devotee. Tears began to flow from the eyes of Vibhishan, from everyone gathered there to see the love that Hanumanji has for Sri Ram. And as Hanumanji rips that chest and everyone sees Ram and Sita, they now realize that Hanumanji is the greatest devotee of Sri Ram. They all now began to praise Hanuman. They realized how powerful and how great is Hanumanji. Tonight, how many of us know how powerful and how great is our Hanuman? How many of us know how great and how powerful is our Hanuman? There must have been a time in your life where you were down and Hanumanji lifted you up just as he lifted that beautiful mountain with his Sanjeevani booty. Always remember, my dear friends and devotees, whenever you're down in your lowest moment, Hanumanji will lift you up and above. Hanumanji, my dear friends, will always be there with you. Whether it is sickness, whether it's a disease, whether it's a mental problem, whether it's simple downfall in life, whatever it may be, Hanuman will be there. Hanuman Charisa says, Bhuta Pisacha Nikata Nahi Aave, Mahavir Jaba Nama Sunave. The one who chants the name of Hanumanji, all evil and all negativity is removed. Na Saherog Hare Savapira Japadari Nandana Hanumata Vira. The one who chants the name of Hanumanji, all sickness and diseases are removed. My dear friends, no matter what your problem may be today, surrender to Hanuman and you will no longer have that problem. Never tell Hanuman how big your problem is, but tell your problems how big your Hanuman is. Pavan Putra Hanuman ki Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai Kripa Karo Guru Deva ki Nai Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai Kripa Karo Guru Deva Pavan Putra Hanuman ki Jai Hanuman Gyan Gun Sagar Jai Kapishati Huloka Ujagar Ramaduta कृपा करो गुरु। कंचन वरन विराज सुवेशा कानर कुंडर कुंचित केशा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मोज जने को साज। शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई पवन पुत्र हनुमान की। विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर। प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया। सूक्ष्म रूप हरि सिया रिकावा विकट रूप हरि लंक चरावा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। भीम रूप हरि असुर संगावे रामचंद्र के काज सवाए। लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए। रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही सम भाई। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। वरन तुम यो यस गावे अस गति श्रीपति कंत लगावे। सरकार का सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीषा नारद शारद सहित अनीशा। यम कुबेर गोपाल जहाते कवि कोविद कही सके कहाते। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की। तुम प्रकार सुग्रीवन की ना राम मिलाए राज पर दीना। तुम्हारे मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर गए सब जग जाना। युग सहस्र योजन पर भानु लियो ताहि मधुर पर जानु। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो पवन पुत्र हनुमान की। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। प्रभु मुद्रिका मिली मुख माही जलरी लागी गए अचरच नाही। दुर्गम काज जगत के चेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे देते। राम रवाले तुम रखवाले होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसाए। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की। सब सुखल है तुम्हारी शरणा तुम रक्षक का हो डरना। आपन तेज समारो आपे तीनहु लोक हाकते काप। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे कहाँ वीर जब नाम सुनावे। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। जय 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 महावीरा जय जय हनुमान। जय 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 महावीरा जय जय हनुमान। जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान। जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान। बोलो जय जय बोलो जय जय बोलो जय 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 महावीरा। जय जय हनुमान जय 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 महावीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाय। नास है रोग हरे सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा। संगत से हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ज्ञान जो जय हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। और मनोरथ जो कोई रावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम रुआरे। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की। अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता, असबर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सरल हो रघुपति के दासा। तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। अंत काल रघुवर पुर जारी, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता जितना डरहि, हनुमत से ही सर्व सुख करे। संकट हरे अमित सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। या सत बार पाठ कर कोई, छुट ही बंदी महासुख होई। जो यहाँ पर हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, की जय नाथ हृदय महारेरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। जय 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 महावीरा, जय जय हनुमान, जय 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 महावीरा। जय जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान, जय जय हनुमान, जय जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान। बोलो जय 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 महावीरा। जय जय हनुमान, जय 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 महावीरा। पवन तनय संकट हरणम, मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहिता, हृदय बसौ सुरभूप, हृदय बसौ सुरभूप। पूरे पवन पुत्र हनुमान की, महावीर स्वामी की। My dear friends, devotees and bhaktas, everyone singing praises and glorifying Hanumanji. Shri Ram went and he touched the chest of Hanuman and he says, Hanumanji, today I heal this wound in your heart. Today I heal this physical body, O Hanuman. O Hanuman Swami, ask for anything and it shall be yours. From today you will be known as Ram Bhakta Puchari, the greatest devotee and servant of Shri Ram. Hanumanji says, Lord, there is only one thing that I desire in this world. If God came to you, my dear friends, and tell you, ask for anything and it shall be yours, what would you ask for? Well, Jai Bhagwan, a nice big house and land, car, Jai Bhagwan. Everything in this material world that really doesn't matter to us. Things that we should enjoy while here but do not become attached with. Hanumanji asks, he says, Oh Ram, there's one thing that I want. To always be at your lotus-like feet. Oh Shri Ram, I always want to be at your lotus-like feet and I always want to be there to serve you every minute of your life. How many of us, my dear friends, will love to serve God? How many of us, when we get the opportunity to serve God, we are happy about it? And how many of us grasp that opportunity to serve God? In today's world, when you ask people to come and clean the temple, what do they say? 101 excuse in the book. Not in my temple, eh? My temple is small, I have a little bit of people, and I get all the work done, and I don't do really nothing. Jai Bhagwan. That is why called bhaktas. You know why it's called them? The Hanuman bhaktas. One message, one phone call, and place clean before I reach home from puja. My dear friends, this is how it should be. A devotee of God should be willing to be a servant of God. When you hear somebody is being called a pujari, it's not a big name for somebody who could really pray, you know. Pujari means a servant. So when you are called a pujari, you are the servant of God, serving God, my dear friends. So it's a great name to be called. You should be honored to be called a pujari because you are a servant of God, just as Hanumanji. Shri Ram says, Tastu so shall be, O Hanuman. And everyone left the court. Everyone left and went. And Shri Ram and Sita Devi now goes into their chambers, but Hanumanji goes where the doorway with clasped hands. Sita Mata went and took a bath, and she's now dressing. And as she came out of the room, she remembered something, and she went back into the room. And Hanumanji is watching, what is Mata doing? And Sita Devi takes his sindur and she places it on the mang. Hanumanji with clasped hands says, Maya, why are you placing this sindur on the mang? And she says, when I place this sindur, Shri Ram is happy. When I place this sindur, it is for Ram to live long. Hanumanji couldn't hear nothing better. Hanumanji, my dear friends, he said, he bowed to the feet of Sita Devi. And Hanumanji went and get sindur. And as everybody now is in the chambers, in the courtyard, Hanumanji besmeared his entire body with sindur. And everybody is there, and Hanumanji remembers they have to be at the feet of Ram. And as he's walking, going, everybody's laughing at Hanumanji. Why? Why this Vanar is besmeared with sindur? Likewise, in today's world, if I give you a big sindur chandan, don't rub it in your whole body, no. Just put a sindur chandan because you do Hanumanji puja or Devi Maya puja and walk in the village and see how much people will laugh at you. They will laugh at you, and what they will say? You're trying to play sadhu and sadhwine. Isn't that so? They will say, watch at the big Pundit now. Just as everybody is laughing at Hanumanji, they will do the same to you. But my dear friends, when you are in service of God, and when you are serving God, you don't care what who say. Once you know what you are doing is the right thing. Hanumanji goes before Shri Ram, and everybody is laughing at him, and Shri Ram looks at Hanuman, but remember, Ram knows everything. He's Maryada Purushottam. Sita Devi says, O Ram, Hanumanji has asked me why I place his sindur on my mouth. And I told him it makes you happy and will help you to live long. And this is why Hanumanji is besmeared with his sindur. Shri Ram got up from the throne again with tears in his eyes, moved by the act of love by Hanumanji again for Shri Ram. He embraced them and he says, oh Hanumanji, what he says in our final verse of Katha this evening, we listen and we try. Jaya Ram Shri Jaya Jaya Sri Ram Jaya Jaya Rama Bolo Jaya Ram Shri Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Sri Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. जब अति भारा उरधाहु हनुमंता पराके तुबामा राम नयाना बोलो जय राम श्री रामा जय जय रामा श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. सहगुण बीकर दरि मंदधारी मंगलवार सिंदूर कर पे जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम बोलो श्री राम जय राम प्रभु श्री राम जय राम सियापति रामचंद्र की पवन पुत्र हनुमान की Shri Ram says Hanuman today is Mangalvar Jai Shri Ram today is actually Mangalvar today is Tuesday today will be specially dedicated to you O Hanuman and the one who offers sindoor upon your image their heart's desire will be fulfilled. This is why when we perform Hanumanji Puja, we offer the sindoor upon the image of Hanumanji. This is why throughout our yajna, we have placed the beautiful Hanumanji Murti and we will offer 108 times the sindoor upon the image of Hanumanji. Not only praying for the fulfillment of our desires, but for all those who are joining with us in yajna. Whether you are here at the mandir, whether you are viewing us via Sankhya television, or whether you are viewing our live stream, wherever you are, we are praying for your desires to be fulfilled once it is dharmic. We are praying for what? For Hanumanji to touch those who are in the hospital beds with the divine spark of divinity. To those who are in distress, the Hanumanji bless them. We are praying selflessly and not selfishly. Hanumanji returns to the feet of Shri Ram with love and with devotion. एक बार बोले पवन पुत्र मान की सत्य सनातन धर्म की. Whilst Havan is almost completed, I now hand over to our Guruji, Swami Sadashivananda Saraswati Maharaj, for his blessings at this time.
राम राम जय सीता राम 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 जय राजा राम 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 जय सीता राम 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 जय राजा राम 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 जय सीता राम 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 जय राजा राम 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 जय सीता राम 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 जय राजा राम ओम नीलम भुज श्यामल कोमलंगम सीता समारु पितुभामुभागम पाणो महाशायक चारुचाप नमामि रामं रघुवंशनाथम् ॐ नमो हनुमते नमः अंजनी गर्भासनमुखो वायुपुत्रा महाव्यं कुमार ब्रह्मचारी च हनुमान में प्रसिद्ध में श्री हनुमते नमो नमः. Blessings to all devotees joining this evening. May the Divine Lord Sri Pavan Putra Hanumanji continue to bring that blessings to you, to your home, to your family, to your loved ones, to your children. Listening to Katha this evening, so much has been said, so much to learn. May Sri Hanuman continue to bless you, Panditji, your family, and all devotees. Jai Shri Ram. Jai Gurudev Shivan.
बोले श्रमापति महादेव की जय, Guru Maharaj ki jai. At this time, I invite you all to please stand as you join in our Purna Mahuti offering. Om Purnamida Purnamidam Purnata Purnamurachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Sarvam Vai Purnagvam Shantihi Swaha. Achman. Om Sarva Papaharam Devyam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Mayaratam Grihanam Parameshwara. We find the fire. Vanaspati Rasura Bhuto Yogan Yuganyutama Agrahana Sarvdevanam Dhupoyam Prati Grahitam. Let us all take a blessing. Om Bhurбhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayatam. Bode Sri Pavan Putra Mane ki Jai. So at this time, wherever you are, let us clasp our hands as we make our oblations and offerings to Hanumanji very beautifully. Oh, we offer the root at this time, and we offer sindoor upon the image of Hanumanji. Together we chant. And this evening I ask you to stand and allow that energy to flow through your body. And allow Hanumanji to touch you with that divine spark of divinity. This evening may Hanumanji lift you out of whatever problems you may be experiencing in life. This evening as we stand before Hanumanji, we pray, O Hanuman, O Hanuman Swami, may you guide us, may you protect us on this journey of life. So we take the sindoor and we offer upon the Panchmukhi Baba Murti whilst we offer the root to Hanumanji. Om Namo Hanumate Nama Swaha. Om Namo Hanumate Nama Swaha. Om Namo Hanumate Namaha 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 Swaha. Om Namo Hanumate Namaha. Everybody. Om Namo Hanumate Namaha Swaha. Om Namo Hanumate Namaha. Om Namo Hanumate Namaha Swaha. Om Namo Hanumate Namaha Swaha. Om Namo Hanumate Namaha Swaha. ओम नमो हनुमते नमः स्वाहा। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः स्वाहा। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः स्वाहा। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः स्वाहा। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः स्वाहा। 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 ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः स्वाहा। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः स्वाहा। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः स्वाहा। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः स्वाहा। 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 ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः स्वाहा। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः स्वाहा। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः स्वाहा। 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 ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः स्वाहा। 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 ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः स्वाहा। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः स्वाहा। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः स्वाहा। 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 ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः स्वाहा। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः स्वाहा। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। Everybody, ओम नमो। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः स्वाहा। 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 अंजनी सुताय विद्महि वायुपुत्राय धीमहि तन्नो हनुमान प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा। We offer Achman water. सर्व पाप हरम दिव्यम गंगेयम निर्मलम जलम आचमन्यम मयारतम गृहानम परमेश्वर। ओम हं हनुमंताय नमो नमः। ओम हं हनुमंताय रुद्रमकाय हुम पत स्वाहा। We offer a coconut. We open the green coconuts first, Dinesh. Om Namo Hanumate Namaha. Sri Ramadutaye Namo Namah. Sri Hang Hanumantaye Namo Namah. Hari Om. Sri Hang Hanumantaye Namo Namaha. Om नासहे रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतन हनुमत वीरा। नासहे रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतन हनुमत वीरा। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। लाल देह लाल लसे, अरुण हरि लाल लंगोर। भद्र देह लाल बदलंग, जय 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 कपीसूर, जय 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 कपीसूर। बोले श्री संकट मोचन हनुमान स्वामी की। ओम अंजनी सुताय विद्महि, वायुपुत्राय धीमहि, तन्नो हनुमान प्रचोदयात्। जय 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 महावीरा, जय 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 महावीरा, जय 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 महावीरा, जय 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 महावीरा। ओम तप्पाय मैं रघुवीरा दुहाई, जनना दौआ कुछा बजा। बचना बाई सेवक सुता, पति मातु भरोसा। राहे आश्रित भानी प्रभु। ओम जय 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 महावीरा, जय 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 महावीरा, जय 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 महावीरा, जय 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 महावीरा। ओम मनोजवं मारुतितुल्यवेगं, जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं। वातात्मजं वानरयुग्यमुख्यं, श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये। जय 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 महावीरा, जय 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 महावीरा, जय 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 महावीर। बोले श्री पवन हनुमान की। So we offer the third coconut to Pavan Kumara Hanuman ji. Om Shri Hanumantai Namo Namah. बोले पवन कुमार हनुमान स्वामी की। We offer the next coconut to Ramaduta, the great devotee of Shri Ram. Om Shri Ramadutai Namo Namaha. बोले श्री रामदूत भगवान की। The final coconut is offered to Hanuman ji in the form of Panchamukhi. बोले श्री पांचमुख हनुमान स्वामी की। जय 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 महावीरा, जय जय हनुमान, जय 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 महावीरा, जय जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान, जय जय हनुमान, जय जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान, जय जय हनुमान, जय जय हनुमान। बोलो जय जय, बोलो जय 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 महावीरा, जय जय हनुमान, जय 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 महावीरा। At this time, there's a coconut that we offer now to Shri Ramchandra Bhagavan. O Ram, may you accept this beautiful offering. Om Ramaya Ramachandraya Virase, Raghunataya Nataya Sitaye Pate Namaha. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Hanuman, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Hanuman. Om Namo Hanumate Namaha. Jai Shri Ramaya Namo Namam, Paramatmaya Namo Namam. जय जय कपीशा, जय जय कपीशा, जय कपीशा हनुमंता। जय जय कपीशा, जय जय कपीशा, जय कपीशा हनुमंता। Those who wish to come forward and offer your arti, you can do so at this point in time and receive the blessing of Hanumanji. वायुदेवा वरुणः वीरा वायुदेवा वरुणः वीरा अंजय तनया महावीरा बोलो जय जय कपीशा जय कपीशा हनुमंता लंका धनया जमवंतारा लंका धनया जमवंतारा लंका निसरसा महावीरा जय जय कपीशा हनुमंता ओम नमो हनुमते नमः राम भक्तः रामदूता राम भक्तः रामदूता पंडित ज्ञान पंडित महावीरा जय जय कपीशा हनुमंता सच्चिदानंदा प्रणवा देवा सच्चिदानंदा प्रणवा देवा हनुमंता जय हनुमान जय जय कपीशा हनुमंता ओम नमो हनुमते नमः Everyone together to Hanumanji victory to the divine Lord. Jai Jai Kapisa Hanumanta. Jai Jai Kapisa Hanumanta. Hanumanta Baba Hanumanta. Hanumanta Baba Hanumanta. Hanumanta Baba Hanumanta. Hanumanta आरती श्री रामायण जी के कीर्ति कलितल लित सियापी की आरती श्री रामायण जी के कीर्ति कलितल लित सियापी की गावत ब्रह्मानिक मुनिनारद वाल्मीकि ज्ञान विशारद सुख सन्नकारी शेष अनुसारद सुख सन्नकारी शेष अनुसारद पवन सुत कीरति आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलितल लित सियापी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलितल ओम नमो हनुमते नमः संतन घावत शंभु भवानी अरुगत संभव मुनि विज्ञानी व्यासियारी पूंगबकानी व्यासियारी कवि पूंगबकानी काकभूषुं जी गरुड़ की देगी आरती शेरा मायन जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिया की युवेर पुराण सरस चाहु श्रास सब ग्रंथन को रस तन मन धन संतन के सरवस तन मन धन संतन के सरवस सारय अंश सम्मत सबही की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिया पी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिया पी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिया पी की बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे ओम नमः शिवाय बाबा की दाम पर गंगा की दार पर गंगा की दार बाबा की दाम पर गंगा की दार सबके रतवा बाबा दुआ सबके रतवा बाबा दुआ बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे ओम नमः शिवाय हरि ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हरि ओम नमः शिवाय श्री राम जय जय ओम मंत्राहीनम क्रियाहीनम भक्तिहीनम चराननम यत्पूजितं मया देव परिपूर्णं तरस्र मे काहेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रिय वा पूर्यात्मना वा प्रकृतिं सुभौतं करोमि यज्ञ सकलं परस्मै नारायणायते together त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं त्वमेव सर्वम् ॐ शिव हरे शिव राम सखे प्रभु त्रिविनीताप निवारण हे विभु अजजनीश्वर यावव पाहि मां शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरं प्रतिदिनं कुशलं जय मंगलम कमललोचन राम दयानिधि हरि गुरु गजरक्षट गोपति शिवतनु भवशंकर पाहि मां सुजनरंजन मंगल मंदिरम भजति ते पुरुषा परमं परम भवति तस्य सुखं परमाभूतं शिव हरे वृजयं कुर्मे वरं प्रतिदिनं कुशलं जय मंगलम. At this time, I invite Ravi, Uncle Kenny to come forward as we perform our Shanti. Swamiji will lead us in the Shanti part of the Bedi. Om Shanti Om. At this time, we take the opportunity to thank God, Hanumanji, for this opportunity once more again to serve you, O Lord, and to perform this yajna. So as we conclude our yajna, O Lord, with your grace and your blessing. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. ये ध्वनि मंगल ध्वनि है. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti. Fun by Hanumanji, we rest the flags. Om Shanti Om. We bow to the Bedi, surrender to the feet of Hanumanji. Ravi, we surrender to Hanumanji at this time. Place the flags in front of Hanumanji, O Lord. Victory unto thee. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. Om. O Hanumanji, may you bless all those who have contributed in whatever way to make our yajna a great success, O Hanumanji. May you bless their home and their family. Today as we perform puja and pratna, as we pray, we say, Bhagwan, may you specially bless the Nandlal family for commencing our yajna, for of course donating this beautiful Panchmukhi Hanumanji Murti to Vishal, to Rekha, to Uncle Roy, to Ria, and the entire Parivar. We say Dhanyavad. I extend Hanumanji blessings to you, and of course to my noble goddaughter Aditi. May Hanumanji richly bless you. May Panchmukhi Baba continue to guide and protect you. Together. Om Shanti Om. Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti. Hari Om Shanti. 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 Hari Om. With hands clasped to the person next to you now as you say Sitaram. Shakabarak Hore Sitaram. Sitaram, Sitaram, Sitaram. Shakabarak Hore Sitaram. Sitaram, Sitaram, Sitaram. As you say Sitaram, just as Hanumanji has Ram and Sita in his heart, Ram and Sita reside within each and every one of us. God is here, there and everywhere. We bow to the divinity within each other this evening. Shakabaraka Hore Sitaram. Sitaram, Sitaram, Sitaram. Sitaram, Sitaram, Sitaram. Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham. Radhe Sham, Radhe. Bode Gajanan Swami ki, Mahapari Mahareva ki, Aaj Shakti Durga Mata ki, Pavan Putra Mana ki, Syavar Ramachandra ki. To Panchmukhi Baba. Panch mean five times louder. Bode Panchmukhi Hanuman Swami ki, Satya Sanatan Dharma ki Jai Jai Sitaram. You may have respectful seats. Arti Parsad Panchama to come here. Bhojan is prepared for each and everyone to please take to your respective homes. At this time, let me take this opportunity to say a special thank you firstly to Hanumanji for the opportunity to perform this beautiful yajna. It was something not planned, but of course planned by Hanumanji. And of course, let me take the opportunity once more again to thank the Nandlal family for donating this beautiful Panchmukhi Hanumanji Murti and commencing our yajna on Sunday, Jai Shri Ram. And of course, Hanumanji blessings to you guys. To all of our srotas throughout our yajna, and to all those who have contributed in whatever way to make our yajna a great success, may the blessings of Hanumanji be with you. Let me say a special thank you to Bhai Kishanji and Media Concepts 29 for taking all of our satsang and devotion to the homes of many devotees throughout the world. May Hanumanji richly bless you and of course continue to guide and protect you. Let me thank Sankhya Television, Uncle Ramesh and Shirley for joining with us this evening and of course taking our devotion to many homes throughout the world as well. May Hanumanji richly bless you both and the management and staff of Sankhya Television. To the members of my group joining with me this evening, I say a special thank you to Amirji, to Nirmal, Sumant, of course, to Nirmala, and to Taruna Didi. Bhagwan's blessings to you guys. It's very good to have all of you joining with me this evening. To, of course, all devotees who have joined with us throughout these evenings of devotion, may Hanumanji richly bless you. Let me extend a special thank you to my wonderful Dulahin for, of course, taking the time day after day and night after night to ensure that all is well prepared, prasad is in place, and all of these samagri, etc., to perform our puja and our rituals, and most important, to ensure that I am well intact to deliver this course and to look presentable with these clothes and etc. So special thank you to my wonderful Dulahin for, of course, leading us in puja this evening as well. I would like to say a special thank you to, of course, Uncle Kenny and Auntie Oma for, of course, their contribution towards our yajna, helping us so many different ways. May Hanumanji richly bless you. They are, of course, two pillars of our mandir, and I do say a special thank you to you guys. Also to my wonderful, and when I say wonderful, I should extend that wonderful mother-in-law for, of course, spending the last 20-something days here with us throughout all of our yajnas, preparing the bhojan together with Ravi. May Hanumanji richly bless you. I know that you really need those blessings. Hanumanji blessings to you, and of course, may he give you that darshan. To all those who have joined with us at our yagna and at yajnas at other temples, to Jason and Sally, and to all you wonderful devotees who have joined with us at all of our mandirs and yajnas, Hanumanji blessings to you guys. Let me say a special thank you. You know, one of my problems when we had yajna used to be roti. Roti is so costly, Jai Bhagwan. So hence the reason Bhagwan sent people for roti now. I pay for one day roti for all the yagna that we did. Jai Hanuman. So let me say a special thank you. I'm going to advertise this thing now. So I want you to pay attention. So let me say a special thank you to, I'm not sure uncle's names, Shalini Dad, who of course would have helped us a lot with roti and other things as well too. The name of their catering service is Silky Touch Caterers, and that should tell you enough about the roti. And trust me, not a mama guy now for more roti, but the roti is really nice. They also carry a boss-up shot, pepper roti, all veggies, anchar, kuchila, you name it. They cater for all occasions, maybe other things, but I can't mention. They cater for all occasions. So you can contact them. Everything that I have tasted from them thus far is delicious indeed. So special thank you to you guys for helping us along with Now For Now Roti. I think the name of the catering service is Now For Now Roti Caterers. Yes, that's the other roti caterer that assisted us with roti throughout our yajna. My dear friends and devotees, let me once more again say a heartfelt thank you to all of you for all of your support, and may Hanumanji richly bless you all. Without your support, none of this, trust me, none of this would have been possible. It is a sad night, yet a glorious night, because tomorrow evening I will be looking to see if Jason come in here 6 o'clock. and I will be looking out for all of you, but I might just have to go on Media Concept page and watch back. Bole Srimapati Mahadeva ki jai. May Hanumanji blessings be with you. And of course, once more again, let me say a special thank you to Gurudev Swami Sarashivananda Saraswati Maharaj for gracing us with his presence and of course, giving his darshan to us all. I see Bhai Vishal here. Oh, Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram. Pranam.